Well. Good evening, John.
Good evening.
Are you just imitating Adam? Is that what you're doing there?
No, I was terrified by the intro.
Oh, and good evening.
Ow!
And it's...
Are we huskies tonight? Let's all be huskies.
I don't even want Adam to try that. He can barely speak.
He's not a happy husky, is he?
No,
or
he's not.
Bit too husky.
I'm a bit too husky.
He's a bit too husky.
I like it. Give us some more of them dulcet tones.
Hello.
Oh,
Have you got a filter on?
No, this is just the COVID.
Yeah, that's a fuck. You've got a filter on your face, you fucking vain bastard.
No, he doesn't.
You look like a cartoon.
Has he got a filter on? Have you got a filter
He
on?
has got a filter. He doesn't look like that in real life. I've seen him. He might be a good-looking boy, but he doesn't look like he's made of plastic.
I am made of plastic.
Well, how are you feeling with the COVID, Adam?
Oh, it's brilliant.
Well, you can't tell because he's got a fucking filter on. You fucking... You should have been a woman.
Oh, for God's sake. Not even 1 minute in.
What? What are you drinking?
Me?
Homosexual. Yeah, you.
What does it look like?
Red Bull.
No.
Okay.
Iron Brew, that is.
Red
It's
Cola.
the Iron Brew.
It's not
Can
Iron
you still
Brew.
get Red Cola?
It's not Red Cola. It's not Iron Brew.
Can you still get Red Cola?
What the fuck even is Red Cola? That should answer your question.
There you go. That answers my question. Is it Monster? It's Monster! I can see the can. I was right. It was Monster.
Yeah.
It's 666. That's what's written on the can, you know.
Well, actually, I'll tell you a story, right? Because ever the sucker for a bargain, and by that I mean I'm poor. I was in Asda today, and they've got in our local Asda, they put some cages out the back sometimes in the back row
For the really poor people.
with loads of yellow sticker stuff on it, and they had a bunch of 4 packs of Monster reduced to £2.20. I was like, yeah, okay, yep. That's come on, just give me all the Monster.
Give me your monsters.
Give it all to me. I can actually drink a nice tasting, really bad for you drink and not pay too much money doing it. So
What's going on?
what do you mean? What's going on?
Why are you drinking out of a glass?
Do you not think it's nice and sophisticated? I was doing.
Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely, and it really does show that there is hope for evolution. But why are you drinking out of a glass? Because you never drink out of a glass. You always take it straight from the can, or preferably IV.
Well, I was drinking out of a glass on this afternoon show as well, John.
Well, there you go. Struck me down.
Well, I don't. Well, you know, just you know, there you go. I'm drinking out of a glass because it's sophisticated and also, it's much easier to drink from than trying to suck the last drops of Monster from my can.
Fair dues.
Yeah, it's more a convenience thing than anything else, and it's a nice glass as well. Look, we've got some Halloween Disney villains on it.
May I ask you a slight technical question?
No.
Come on.
Go on then.
Do you have the automatic volume adjustment turned on in Ring Central?
I don't think so. Would you like me to have a look?
Have a quick look, just in case.
Audio settings.
Yeah.
Nope.
And how high is it?
It's full.
Well, there you go. That fucking knocks it. Maybe try turning it on actually and see what happens.
Well, maybe I should just do this.
Oh, maybe that would help.
That is
yeah.
better.
Should I just speak directly into
Holy
the microphone
imagine
for you?
that. There's a microphone that you're meant to talk into, and he talks into it, and by Jove, it works!
Oh, yeah. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Praise the Lord! John.
Oh my God, that is amazing!
John,
Yeah?
introduce the show.
What's happened? My chair gets stuck.
He's on big screen and everything, falling about like a twat.
Yeah, well, welcome one and all to this show on Chasing Dissent Live called After... No,
Nope.
called All In. Episode 5?
4. It's 4.
Four?
I
Episode
checked.
4.
It's 4.
4. Well, why didn't you? You're supposed to introduce this show, you're not. I'm
No,
normally pissed by this point.
You introduced it last week by actually screaming at them, if you recall.
Oh, right, when I went, we're all in.
I mean, you didn't do that.
No, I didn't. Well, I'm not going to do it twice. If you do it once, that's funny. If you do it twice, that's just you becoming James Corden.
Or James Melville.
Boom.
So, our good friend Mr. Musk, who is once again on the thumbnail, he's been doing the firing, hasn't he?
Musky Muskrat. Well, yeah, and this is what gets me, right? All these fucking idiots on Twitter going, I don't like the way he's treating the people. I don't like the way he's treating his previous employees. I don't like the way he's treating these people. Right, well, hold on a minute. You don't fucking know how he's treating the people. You don't know what's happening, right? All you know is they're on Twitter saying their accounts are locked out from 3 a.m. this morning if you live in Britain and you're on trying to fucking finagle things at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yep. Why are you on at 3 a.m. in the morning when you're covering the British time zone? Good question. Anyway, all these people are going on and they don't know. And I have every confidence he's following due process. And yeah, they might be locked out of their account, but, and as Adam will testify, not unusual in a technical takeover situation, is it?
No, not at all.
Yeah, lock people out of the accounts, give them a notice, put them on gardening leave, pay them what they're due. Bye-bye.
He has to do it. He has to lock them out because you'll get people like my namesake tonight, the trust and safety team leaders, because from what I understand, the entire trust and safety team went.
Good.
But what if they want to just, have a last minute fuck you to people?
And especially when you got the midterms just coming. So you got to make sure there is no fucking interference with election on either way. Either way here, no interference with elections. No. None at all.
None.
Right or left.
Zero.
Middle or down or up. Nothing. No interference.
That's
not social media's job. Yeah. Yeah, of course it's good. I did see tweets saying he fired 90% of the people in India and 80% of the people somewhere else. And why not? Because the problem he's got there is he's a very strong believer in be at your work when you're at your work, i.e. work from your workplace and not from home. Yeah. And he's never going to be able to place it in India.
No, you're absolutely right. And also, I think he's going to sell off a load of the infrastructure as well. I've also heard rumblings that the headquarters is going to be moved from San Francisco to Texas. So
why not?
Why not?
It's probably a lot cheaper to run from Texas than it is to run from San Francisco. I imagine corporation taxes are a lot lower.
Yeah, no, I think you could well be right. It is definitely a much, when it comes to the prospect of freedom anyway, it's a much more attractive prospect to be in Texas than it is to be in California.
Have you reached out to Muskie yet to see if he wants to come on the show?
No.
Why not? Well, he can only say no
or nothing.
He could say yes, actually, but I mean, why don't you ask him?
I mean, I'll get the wife to ask him, shall I?
Yeah, why not?
Well, Elon, wife, clip this and put it on your Twitter.
Oh, he's not going to watch this, but
Elon, oi, Musk,
oi, Muskie, Muskrat, come on the show.
Elon, boy, come talk to us. Come on, boy. We want to have a conversation. And Adam, can you bring up his tweet from earlier on, the one you told us to cover?
Yeah, I will do.
Because I do think it's worth talking about. Militant Mushroom says, have shared the link so he might pop in. Evangelising.
There you go.
Evangelising.
Come on, Muskie. Get in
there.
Come
on.
And Right Said Fred, where are they? Why don't they come on?
And speaking of people coming on the show, though, during our midterm stream, we now have confirmed that Mr. Changizi will be joining us, haven't we?
Yep.
Mr. Mark Changizi will be joining us at a time during the midterm stream. Adam, how are we coming with that tweet there? Here we go. So, that's not
been deleted.
Has it?
Nah, that's why you should always copy tweets. What did it say?
It said activist groups have been putting pressure on advertisers and it was really hurting Twitter's revenue.
It did.
Okay.
And basically he was moaning. He was
Yeah.
There we go. It is there. Twitter was malfunctioning. Sorry about that.
No, this keeps happening with just Elon's tweets. This has been I pointed this out to you guys yesterday. Whenever you expand his tweets to look at the replies, it says this tweet is unavailable, and it was only happening on him.
Apparently it's happening to AOC as well. I'm going to have to work on my deadpan expression. I used to be good at it.
You did. You did. Right, so read it out to us.
Right. Twitter has had a massive drop in revenue due to activist groups pressuring advertisers, even though nothing has changed with content moderation, and we did everything we could do to appease the activists. Extremely messed up. They're trying to destroy free speech.
Of course they are. I mean, hold on. I'm sorry, Elon. Are you being naive here, right? But I mean, you're meant to be bright. For fuck's sake. You took over Twitter because it was a lefty echo chamber, because it was destroying free speech, because it wasn't a town square, because people couldn't go there and say what they thought. That's why you took it over. Why do you think they're going to stop trying to destroy free speech now? Jesus Christ, man, get a grip.
John, can I take you down a rabbit hole?
Oh no, not now. No, not so soon.
Take us down, Adam. Take us down, boy.
Well, I don't think that Elon Musk bought Twitter because he was concerned about free speech.
No, I don't think so either. But for fuck's sake, don't diss my rants just out of hand. I mean, I let them live for 5 or 6 minutes before you fucking destroy them, would you? Jesus Christ. You fucking can't get this stuff. Put him on notice. Lock his accounts. Get him out of here.
Let's have a look.
I, for one, want to hear what the man has to say, John.
Right.
Oh, fuck, he's going on about drones already. I
am.
Oh,
I love military hardware.
How can we go? How can we go from Elon Musk buying Twitter to fucking
that is interesting. I would like to know how we get there.
Segue this one for me, big boy.
Now, okay, this is an unmanned surface vehicle.
Right.
And what it has...
A maritime drone, right?
Yeah. So let's go to this picture of it here.
Yes.
So we have 2 detonators on the front, a fuse. So if it hits its target, it blows up. And in here, we've got a 500-pound bomb. We've got a gimbal-mounted camera here. And we've got laser distances sensors. We've got it's actually got a jet ski motor in the back of it. But one of the most interesting things on the top here is the Starlink antennae. And just looking quickly on eBay, there we go. Look, that's a Starlink antennae.
Right, okay. So why do you think that's a Starlink antenna on the fucking boat?
Because lots of people are saying that Elon Musk supplies the antennae, the Starlink system, to these kind of drones.
Because we're using home broadband to fucking fight a war.
Well, it's very reliable.
Yeah.
We've got.
Yeah, we're hey, I'm
but they
telling
are,
you,
John.
If they come for us, they're fucked because we've got Virgin Media.
Well,
no, if they come for us, we're fucked.
This is the narrative.
Yeah. Of course, that's the narrative. You use Starlink because you don't have a fully functioning fucking global positioning satellite service up there that was designed and is primarily used for military use, accurate to fucking centimeters. Remember, it's degraded for civilian use, and in times of war, it'll be further degraded for civilian use. So you don't use that. That's up there at great fucking expense and has been proven to work reliably. You use fucking home broadband from space. Yes, of course you do.
So we've got
fucking nonsense.
Let me continue with my theory.
Oh, go on, carry on. Yeah.
You can destroy it a little bit more. We've got Elon Musk quietly paying millions to send Starlink terminals to Ukraine, contrary to SpaceX claims. Now, SpaceX said they weren't doing this.
Yeah.
But they are doing it. There's been lots of proof
No, hold on.
that they are doing it.
SpaceX don't make Starlink, do they?
No, not at all.
Right. Okay.
But
they put Starlink up in the sky.
Yeah,
obviously.
they launch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
okay.
now what we've got is we've got the grey zone.
Oh Jesus Christ! Not the grey zone.
The grey zone have said
We need to take this with a pinch of salt.
Right,
do.
so you've got the grey zone, and then you've got the fucking, what's the pink papers thing? Sorry, not that, I'm going off on a tangent. Right, so you've got the grey zone for the righties, and you've got, like, the fucking, what's it called for the lefties?
the grey zone isn't right or left.
Of course it isn't. Of course it isn't. Sorry,
This
my mistake.
This
My
is-
mistake.
Kit Kat Clarenberg reporting on.
Is that because he can take 4 fingers or 2?
Hey!
So we've got the information about Sevastopol.
How else could you get a nickname called Kit Kat? Huh?
He's having a
Why is he
break.
called Kit Kat? Well, he
'cause
can
he's having-
take 4 fingers.
Natasha, this is the all-in show. This is a different animal.
Yeah, if you don't like it, it's time to bug out. Why am I not getting any chat?
Is it working on Twitter? Twitch, sorry. Can you see the show
I'm on
Twitch?
Twitch.
And does the show work?
The show's working, but I'm not seeing any chat.
Because I can't send any chat through to Twitch either. I can't send the blurb through.
Oh dear. Carry on, old bean. I'll switch to YouTube.
So we've got this chap called Chris Donnelly, a British military intelligence operative, best known.
Whoa, right. First of all, let me stop you there, because there's 2 words that you can't put together.
What, British and intelligence?
Yeah, military and intelligence in one sentence just doesn't work.
Right.
That's an oxymoron. Right, carry on.
This guy was known for hatching the covert Foreign Office funded Integrity Initiative, which
Right.
I'm sure many of us will have heard about.
Yep. Just know
you go.
know everything about the Integrity Initiative. Yeah.
So basically what Chris Donnelly wanted to do was he wanted to blow shit up, and he wanted to destroy Putin.
Right.
So what he's done is he's gone to Elon Musk. This is my theory. And he said, right, you're going to help me supply these USVs to Ukraine or whoever over that way. And we're going to launch them towards the Sevastopol harbour, past the dolphins that guard the harbour. Did you know there are dolphins that guard the harbour there?
Yeah, right.
Divers.
Trained attack dolphins.
There are trained
That will
attack dolphins.
chew your tadger off.
Yep, and they guard the harbour. And there were 7 of these USVs. And if
Yep.
you go onto YouTube, you can actually, that's not the one. This is the one. Look, this is a picture, or it's a video of a USV.
We've seen this.
Yeah, and there's bullets that rain down on it from a helicopter that flies past in a minute.
Right.
So this is effectively what destroyed one of the, two of the ships were damaged.
Yeah.
And Russia says, oh, no, they weren't damaged. But Ukraine says, oh, yes, they were damaged. So there was conflicting opinions there. And then Russia accused this bloke.
Mm.
He came out and said that it was the British that did it.
Right.
And why did he say that? And
Because he probably did.
My theory is that this Chris Donnelly bloke, who is an intelligence operative, military chap, he went in, he persuaded Elon to buy Twitter
Right.
to supply the Starlink system to run these USVs that then attacks Russia
But what
and
does
increases
Twitter have to
Right,
do with it?
Hold on.
I'm confused.
We don't need Starlink at all.
No,
right?
we don't.
We don't need Starlink because not only do we have GPS, but remember, the US and the British and Russia and everybody has been running drones for God knows how long.
Yeah, since the First World War.
Yeah, but we've been running drones, pilotless drones, and targeting them without Starlink.
Yes,
right?
Since the First World War.
And I mean, look how many weddings fucking Obama's gate crashed with drones, right?
Yeah.
Fair few.
So they work. They work pretty well. I mean, he's wiped out a few weddings, right? So I don't think Starlink is of any. I think Starlink's a big fucking marketing ploy for Starlink. I think that's all that was. He goes, I'm going to supply them with Starlink, right, to keep their infrastructure up, and go, it's fucking brilliant. And then he cuts off. Then he cuts Starlink off, and they go, but we need Starlink, and everybody thinks we need Starlink. Let's buy Starlink. So everybody's out fucking buying Starlink now.
Do you know what? I kind of want
wants Starlink.
I do. I kind of want Starlink.
Do you know what I mean? Everybody wants Starlink. Everybody thinks fucking Starlink. Brilliant. Dino went and bought Starlink. Starlink. Right. Yeah, I mean, Starlink's going to be plagued with the same fucking problems as Sky, because it's still got to get through these clouds. And see, when it starts snowing, your Starlink's going to be it's going to be fucking useless. Now, you might say, oh, but it'll melt the snow that lands on it because it's got a built-in heater. That's fucking brilliant. How's it going to melt a fucking hole through the snow clouds and thunder clouds above you? Is it got a fucking laser beam as well that can just bore a big hole in it and talk to the satellites? No, I don't think so. I think you're putting an awful lot of faith in what is ultimately home fucking broadband.
Right. John's been pre-drinking.
I haven't. This is me just starting. I'm on my second G&T. So anyway, yes, great theory, Adam.
No, because he still hasn't.
Great theory,
he still hasn't explained how Twitter fucking plays into this.
Well, obviously, he decided to distract us all by paying 44 billion for Twitter, which is essentially just a government mouthpiece now, isn't it? It's nothing more than that.
It always was.
It's used for sentiment management, but it also is a great marketing platform for Starlink, and he can sell his drones around the world. So that's my idea, that all of this, as John said, is just a marketing ploy to sell Starlink. And I think that we're going to see more and more military vehicles with Starlink comm systems on the back of them, and it'll be, branded.
What you're going to see is more and more military vehicles with a fake fucking Starlink antenna on it, and sponsored by Starlink as a marketing ploy, because these guys aren't going to use Starlink, because Starlink's a bag of shite. From a military point of view, it just doesn't cut the mustard. So, yeah, I think that's what will happen.
No, I want Starlink.
So I think it's a good theory, yeah, it's a marketing ploy. I mean, it's like everything, follow the fucking money. Follow the money.
Follow the money. Follow the yellow brick road.
He
is the man behind the curtain, isn't he, old Mr. Musk?
And this drone here was washed up on a beach because it actually ran aground because it didn't work very well.
Yeah.
So
what happened? Did Starlink stop working?
I think it might have lost connectivity. Yeah.
Starlink went down. Fucking hell. Or did it get the old fucking GPS? Here's a waterway. Use that, and it turns out to be a fucking beach.
But that's my theory.
It's taking you down a road that no longer exists. I'll just drive off the harbour wall because that's what the sat-nav told me to do. How fucking stupid are people? Do you remember the people that have done that? They go down a road and it gets narrower and narrower and narrower, and it gets wetter and wetter and wetter, and they just keep fucking going, and eventually they're in a river and they're getting flushed out to sea, and they get rescued, and they're like, well, what the fuck were you doing? Well, the sat-nav told me to go that way. Did your mum tell you to fucking jump off a bridge? Would you? Yeah, they probably would, yeah. These are the people that your mum warned you about. Remember your mum used to say, if your friend told you to jump off a bridge, would you? These are those people. Those are the people that would have done that. and lorry drivers, driving under fucking bridges. I mean, you ever driving a high vehicle? You're very conscious that you've got a high vehicle, and you see a bridge and you go, fuck it, can I make it under that bridge? And you look at the thing and it says 14 foot and you go, well, my van's only 10 foot 3 high. Of course I can make it under that bridge, right?
Yeah. And
then you go to Europe and everything's in fucking meters.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're going, I don't know how many meters high my van is. It's 10.3 feet. What does that make me? what the fuck is that? Is that 3.1 meters or is it 3.2? And you're looking at the bridge and it says 2.5 meters, and you think, fuck no!
I tell you what. Every time I go on the Eurotunnel, right? Because I've got quite a high car for a car. You know what I've got. And you got to go under these sort of. There's these things hanging down that you have to drive under, and
you're waiting for the tinkle.
Yeah, I'm just going. Oh, every time I drive under them, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I've done it so many times that one day I still think, one day I'm going to hit it.
The ones that get me are the people in buses, double-decker buses that go under 10-foot bridges and take the entire fucking top deck off and kill people while they're doing it. Those are the ones I don't understand. How the fuck do you drive a double-decker bus and go down a route that's got a 10-foot bridge and take the entire top deck off and kill people?
Well,
how did he do it?
One might say quite possibly on purpose.
Fuck knows. I mean, it's just mental.
Well, a lot of things in this world are mental. David Icke is actually trending now, and that entire situation is really fucking mental. Because, do you know, I find even more concerning about that is there are people celebrating it. There are people celebrating it.
I saw that. I saw someone say, I've never really thought much of Europe, but I've got to cheer for them now. And it's like, what the fuck are you cheering for? You would be standing there applauding Adolf. You really would. You'd be going, yay, let's stick it to them. Wouldn't you? In a German accent, of course. But, you know, these are the people that they're just fucking thick. No,
yeah.
It didn't get through to The Hague. They fucking refused to answer me. Bastards. I even had my spiel all spelled out in my head.
Look, they knew
I'm an
it was...
independent journalist from Scotland.
That's why they didn't answer the fucking phone. They knew it was coming from Scotland. They were like, nope, not dealing with that. It's probably cranky. Don't want to deal with Sturgeon.
Yeah, she probably phoned it all the time. Can I get in yet? Can I get in yet?
They see your number come through. They see Scotland. They go,
Scotland,
not today.
No, not today. No.
But no, all of these people, it's ridiculous. They go, oh yay, such a good thing that he's banned. His conspiracy theories are dangerous. What?
Why? Right, I know we discussed this briefly in the afternoon show, but why are conspiracy theories dangerous, and why do governments think conspiracy theories are dangerous? Dangerous to what? Dangerous to them?
Before we continue in this, right? Look at that headline from Vice News, and
it's
this
completely is unjustified.
But this is why I said that no offence to him, he shouldn't have been speaking at Freedom Rally movements, because I always said that no matter what he said, no matter who was there, right, they were going to use the lizard.
Yeah,
and there it
right.
is. And there it is, right there on Vice News.
Other than he said two things. He said two things when he fucking lost it and decided to come out. He said two things that have never gone away
Son of God.
And have destroyed his fucking credibility completely. One was a lizard thing, right? Yeah. And the second one was that he was the Son of God, i.e. he was the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But the thing is, the problem is that anybody who then goes and sees him is automatically, by the mainstream media, tarnished with that brush.
Him! He's a conspiracy theorist. You've seen him, haven't you, Adam?
I have, yes.
You must be a conspiracy theorist.
Yes, yeah, well,
Just
definitely.
say it. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
I've been in the same place where he's been talking. I filmed him talk, in fact.
He has got stamina, I'll give him that. I sat and listened to him for 8 hours, and he was on stage constantly talking for 8 hours, and we had an hour.
Did he go for a break?
Yeah, we had an hour's lunch. We went to KFC, and he likes hot wings.
Did he come to KFC with you?
Yeah, he came with a lot of his fans. He'd sold out Brixton Academy.
That's mental.
That is mental.
Yeah, I think it would have been a great show to watch.
It was good. I sat next to this guy who was repeating everything he said all the way through.
See, that's a tiny bit scary.
That's concerning, yeah.
Yeah, he was a bit annoying.
Was Natasha there as well?
No.
Okay. Because she says she thought she saw him snorting. Who? What? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, bloody hell, yeah. So I mean, that's the problem with. You're right, Ben. You were right. He's not credible when it comes to trying to form a proper dissenting organisation to what the government are doing, because he's just going to get tarred with a brush. And it doesn't matter how right he is.
No.
It doesn't matter how on point he is. It doesn't matter how good an orator he is. He's just not credible. He could
literally be donating £10 million to cancer-ridden children.
Yeah.
The mainstream media would go, cancer-ridden children receive money from lizard-loving conspiracy theorist. Right?
Yep. Yeah. No,
it's
you're right.
Never going away, and it's not.
It's tarnished him.
It's unfortunate because he does have a following. It's just that the vast majority of the people in this country, the world, the Western world at least, listen to what their mainstream media say, and it sticks. It sticks.
I think David Icke, I think, is an intelligent man. I think what happened is he did have some kind of mental schism, right? You know, a breakdown, if you will, at that point when he went awry, and it took him a little bit of time to reconcile things with himself before he could then articulate it properly. But the problem was he didn't take that time away from the exposure that he'd started. If he'd just kept his mouth shut for a couple of months, he'd have been fine.
See, someone says in the chat here, sounds like you hate him.
I don't hate him.
We don't hate him at all.
I really admire him. I think he's really switched on. He makes a lot of good points. He's a great orator, right? I mean, you saw him destroy Wogan not long after. Actually, he came back. You know, I mean, and then 10 years later, he came back and he completely destroyed Wogan. But the thing is, he's tarnished. That's the problem, and it's not a question of liking or hating him. When you're trying to fight against a government, he's just a figure that's not credible, and to use him as any kind of figurehead is just not going to work.
No, it's in detriment to your movement, and that's not because of who he is or what he's saying. That's because of how he is painted, and if the mainstream media can do that, and they do that, then the majority of people are not going to get on board with your movement.
Yeah.
He's very anti-Israel as well, which is a big problem.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You can't.
Well,
that's a whole class of people that you can't say anything against, and in certain countries you get locked up for saying anything against them, right? Yep. Because you can't write books against them, and you can't say anything against them in Austria, for instance, right? Or they put you in jail. And a British author was put in jail in Austria for writing a book about, that class of people. And that, to me, is it's the start of the complete destruction of free speech. And Austria's just the tip of the wedge, because it's happening more and more. Look at what's happening in Australia. Look at what their intelligence services come out with the other day. Look what France came out with today. I mean, it's happening more and more.
Hello there, fellow French citizens. Will you dub on the neighbours?
Yeah. What's your neighbour up to? Is he a conspiracy theorist? What the fuck's it got to do with you, government?
What is a conspiracy theorist? It holds no weight. The term holds no water.
But it does, unfortunately. That's the problem, because if you think outside the mainstream narrative, if you question anything that's brought to you by the big goggle box in the corner, if you question that, your government or your local council, you're a conspiracy theorist. That's the problem. It holds a lot of weight now. Because it never used to hold weight, because people just used to say, he's a fucking lefty, or he's a bit of an oddball, he thinks this, right? But now, no. Now you're a conspiracy theorist and you're a potential terrorist. That's what's coming next.
It's dangerous, isn't it? It's really dangerous.
I'm telling you. Like you said, Ben, this afternoon, we're all going to be in the fucking gulags. We'll all be sitting around the table eating fish stew.
Can I bring the guitar? Can I at least bring the guitar to the gulag?
It'd be used for firewood.
Yeah,
I would take Vaseline, mate. It might be more useful. I'll be back.
Sounds like we're going to have some fun in the old gulag. Hey! Well, at least we'll all be in the gulag together, right?
Definitely. David from Stop Come and Pass has just sent this over. 2 hours ago, this was released on iNews.
Right.
NHS cyber attack hits patient care with records left in chaos. 3 months on.
3 months on.
3 months on. This is an article from about 3 hours ago, 5:51 p.m. today.
So what you're trying to tell me is there was a cyber attack on the NHS 3 months ago.
Yep.
And they
Mental
still
health
haven't.
Practitioners and social care managers have revealed that patient records are missing, safety has been compromised, and medication doses are at risk of being missed.
Well, to be fair, actually, personal experience. One of my medications ran out yesterday, and the repeat had not been issued. It was very odd. It didn't make any sense, and there's still no reason behind it. I had to get an emergency prescription this morning, obviously because it's Friday, and managed to get it and stuff like that. But still, I've had no explanation as to why the repeat wasn't issued, because it was ordered. It was ordered, but it was just never issued. So, well, it could be something to do with it, right?
Yep, definitely. Yep. A total of 12 NHS mental health trusts have been impacted by the cyber attack.
And I will say that the medication does have to do with mental health as well.
Yeah.
So, very interesting that. Very, very, very interesting indeed.
Thank you, David, for sending that one across.
Yes. What's that? David Nolan, Stop Come and Pass, just sent us this. NHS cyber attack hits patient care with records left in chaos 3 months on. So they didn't even tell us about the cyber attack.
Of course they didn't.
The best thing is, this affects children's mental health as well. So
yeah, but they're not going to tell you about a cyber attack because they're going to wait until it's an opportune time to tell you about the cyber attack so they can use it to their best advantage, aren't they? So if they're telling you about a cyber attack now, don't look for the cyber attack. Look for what else is happening, what else they're trying to cover up. Something else is going on right now in the NHS that they're trying to deflect you from.
Are they buying Starlink?
So ambulance.
I'm beginning to sound like a conspiracy theorist, am I not?
So listen to this. Ambulance chaser Lisa Bloom. I know who she is. She's a solicitor in California and an ambulance chaser. She's tweeted 6 hours ago. Twitter employees, do not sign anything when you are laid off. Consult with an attorney first.
But we're back to where we are. We don't know what the nature of these layoffs are, right? And they could be following the book completely, right?
They could be.
I think he will be. He's not going to go in, but pay $44 billion for a company and then go, just fucking fire everyone, you know? And I'll to hell with the consequences.
To hell with it.
The guy's fucking run companies for years. He knows what you've got to do, you know? Hey, what's up, Natasha? We haven't She's away to bed. We haven't offended you, have we?
I hope not.
Maybe should have thought.
I'm a little bit sad now. A little bit sad. A little bit upset.
Yeah, I'm a bit sad as well. I know she don't like fish stew, but hey.
Perhaps she's off to watch Jupiter blazing above the moon.
No, she said she's away to bed.
Oh, right.
Anyway. Oh, fuck off. Jupiter to blaze above. I mean, look at the size. Have you seen the size of Jupiter with a naked eye? No, because you can't fucking see it. People are so stupid.
So hashtag Twitter layoffs is trending. I mean,
of course it is. But these people are just jumping on a bandwagon.
Yeah, of course they are, because there are companies that fire 50% of their fucking workforce every single day.
Well, yeah,
it doesn't trend on Twitter.
Right, but here's the other thing, right? What's the other thing they've said? Oh, you've got to pay $8 to use Twitter. No,
No, you don't.
Nobody's ever said that. But that's what people are saying. People are saying you've got to pay $8 to use Twitter now.
So it looks like that this $8 Twitter Blue is only launching in the United States and Canada anyway. It's looking like it will launch here eventually, but they've got a load of red tape they've got to work out before they can do it.
Well, of course they do, and then they've got to jump through the bloody EU regulations, so that'll take them like 4 or 5 years, and then they'll have to pay $1 billion fine for that, no doubt, because the EU need to get their money somewhere, because they just like to give their money away willy-nilly, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Twats.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I don't understand. I don't understand why this is such a big thing. Yeah, okay,
it's
Twitter's
a big
changing.
thing because the lefties make it a big thing. It's a big thing because these people.
What it is no.
They're willfully stupid. That's what it is.
No. I disagree. What it is actually they are terrified of losing their grip on some form of power. And that is what this has been for them. Not just Twitter, but social media as a whole. Mainstream social media has had a very, very clear left-wing, far left-wing, in fact, bias. It is severely and routinely censored in one direction only, and if God forbid a far leftist get banned or censored, their accounts are reinstated within 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, they are.
And then they go, oh, but actually it's the right that's being amplified. No, it's not. They're lying. All these people do is lie, and they are terrified of losing their grip on power, on the conversation, on the public square. They think that they have acted for the last, I don't know, 4 to 6 years with impunity over these sorts of spaces, and to be told, no, it's not yours anymore. This is why they're doing what they're doing.
Yeah, you're right.
Generally am.
Well, when do you think it declined like this, Ben? When do you think it descended into this sort of perverted leftism?
Well, because I'm remiss to even call it leftism, because I'm a classical leftist, right? And the thing is, my ideals, my politics and stuff like that have never changed. And yet now I am being called on the right. I've been called this, that, and the other, and it's like, what? What are you talking about? But I'm hesitant to even say it's leftism. It's something. It's a bastardization that calls itself leftism, and it's co-opted to terms like liberal. There's nothing liberal about these people. Right? If you really think about it, liberal means essentially, live and let live, everybody's good, free love, stuff like that. These people, they have a very narrow, very bigoted worldview, and if you even deviate like 1% off of their path, they attack you. There's nothing liberal about that. So, I honestly think that I don't know what these people are. I don't know what you could call them. People use the term communist. Do we use that term? But they're
narcissists.
They're not left-wing.
They're narcissists. They're just completely self-absorbed, right? And it's their way or it's the wrong way. That's the problem. And unfortunately, what they've done is they've built a giant cult.
Yeah, a massive cult.
And if you're not in that cult, you're evil and you need to be stomped on. And that's how I truly believe that's how they think, because this isn't a division of party. This isn't a division of politics.
No.
It's not a division of disagreement.
No.
This is something that's at a very base level. It's tribalism gone awry. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
So what is your opinion of Elon Musk now then?
I don't know.
Do you think he is on the side of freedom of speech?
I think he's a massive troll.
Do you?
Oh, he's definitely a massive troll, and he loves trolling people.
in the past, he's promoted UBI, hasn't he? So
He's promoted a fair few other things as well, but we won't talk about those.
Yeah, but you know, people can change, right? And there's nothing wrong with thinking that maybe there should be a universal basic income. Maybe, see, I mean, Elon goes on about, if we built these robots, we could do everything for you and you wouldn't need to do anything. But the problem then becomes people don't want to do nothing. And I know you think people do want to do nothing.
Leftists, as they are so called themselves, want to do nothing.
But people inherently do not want to sit on their butt and do nothing, because to do that you atrophy and you become like these things out of Wall-E, you know. You become nothing, you become a mobile slug. I mean, it's like Ben and I, at the moment, effectively we are both unemployed, right? And we're working probably harder than we've ever worked in our lives.
For nothing.
For absolutely nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah. So people don't want to not work. What people want to do is they want to work for the right reasons, and they want to work in a productive and a creative manner that feeds their intellect and feeds their self-worth and their self-esteem. And you know, universal basic incomes and council and government edicts stifle that. Because you know, if they're going to give you money to live on, right, but then they make rules what you can and cannot do with that money and what you can and cannot do with yourself, because you can do this but you can't do that. You know, you can't go and work in that coffee shop and still get the money, but you can go and work in the care home and get the money, you know. So when they start doing things like that, it's not a universal basic income anymore.
No.
You know? It's targeted, and it's turning people into drones and effectively slaves. Because ultimately that's kind of what we still are. We are still serfs. We're still ruled over by a ruling class that make all our decisions for us.
I mean, look at the austerity. Look at the new austerity, right? Look at the collapse of our economy. Too many people were stepping out on their own. Too many entrepreneurs. Too many small business owners. Too many people doing things for themselves. Can't have that.
Bang.
Can't have that.
Oh, shouldn't have said that.
But it's...
Bring the hammer down. Yeah, no, but exactly. You're right. You can't have people thinking for yourself, and that's why conspiracy theory is such a dangerous term, because at the moment, conspiracy theory just means someone is questioning the narrative.
Yeah.
And someone's questioning government or questioning edicts that have come down from government, or even questioning science. And if you can't question science, then it's not science anymore, it's religion.
Well, exactly.
And if it's religion and you're being persecuted for it, then you're in a cult.
Yeah. No. I cannot argue with anything you're saying here. What have we got here, Adam?
It's a really interesting story from the BBC. Leeds bus fined for being in bus lane to get to bus stop.
Right, so, hold on.
What?
Now, the headlines are normally misleading because they are clickbait, right? What's the actual story?
A transport company has been fined after one of its buses was captured picking up passengers at a bus stop. The single-decker Connections bus, which operates in West and North Yorkshire, was said to have driven in a bus lane on York Road in Leeds in October. Owner Craig Temple said the council deserved top marks for the observation, but added the fine system clearly doesn't work.
So obviously their ANPR, that's not registered as a bus.
No.
Well, yeah, either that or it's not registered as the right type of bus.
Yeah, that's fucking nonsense.
So it might be a bus, but
surveillance society gone wrong, you see. This is the problem.
Well,
yeah.
this is also the thing, right? We in the UK are one of the most watched countries on the planet. You don't realise it, but we are.
I prefer the term surveilled.
Watched.
No, watched isn't good enough, because it's not people are watching you. You're being constantly surveilled. You're under surveillance 24 hours a day. in this country.
I mean, it's even as bad as when we've been out on the protests in London, we've been followed by the facial recognition van. And it's scanning everybody and capturing their face without their consent, which I'm not sure is legal, by the way.
As if you're in a public place.
Ah, there we go. There we go.
Because if you know, if you want to take photographs, if you want to do street photography and people are in a public place, they can't say, don't take my photograph. They can ask you. They can ask you not to publish it. And you could either say, well, it's a brilliant photo, so I am. Or, okay, I respect your wishes, I'm not going to publish it.
Yeah.
But they can't stop you taking photographs in a public place.
So, Disclose.tv's framing here is very interesting. Do tell us, Adam.
Volkswagen, founded in 1937 by the German Labour Front under the Nazi Party, tells brands to pause ads on Twitter because of Elon Musk's takeover.
Yeah, okay.
Why? I mean, to be fair,
Let's go to Reuters.
Well, I do only own Volkswagen cars,
right. So yeah, but you don't own it. You don't own a Volkswagen.
Well, no, I don't own.
You drive one.
I drive
right?
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So it doesn't matter about ads on. I mean, ads on Twitter to me are they're just something that gets. I mean, you just block ads on Twitter, don't you? Does everyone not do exactly what I do? As soon as you see an ad on Twitter, you just go hamburger menu block, and you never see that ad again.
Well, we've got Seat, Cupra, Audi, Lamborghini, Bentley, Ducati, and Porsche.
Yeah, but if you're on Twitter, right, and an ad comes up, do you not just block it automatically? Do you not just go, block, and then you never see that ad again, right? Do you do that or not?
I just scroll past. I just scroll past them. I don't really care.
Oh no, I don't. I when I see an ad, I go into the hamburger menu and I just go block, so I never see the ad again, and I do that every time I see an ad. So I never get a repeat ad on Twitter, right? And I get less and less ads as time goes on. I just thought everybody would do that, because why would you be bothered by adverts?
Well, if you use the Brave browser, you don't get adverts anyway. It's brilliant. Even on Twitch, when I'm watching the Twitch stream.
No, that's not true.
Brave,
because that's not true.
I don't get adverts.
Hey guys! I want to interject here. I just want to interject here because the conversation's been flowing so well that we are already halfway through the show. That is the first hour done.
Yeah.
And if you're enjoying it and if you want to support us, then please consider a donation at patreon.com/Chasing Dissent, or indeed Ko-fi, ko-fi.com/Chasing Dissent. If you are watching on Twitch and would like to get involved in the conversation, we're sorry, the chat's not working. So come over to youtube.com/Chasing Dissent official or rumble.com/Dissent media. And if anybody's watching on there, I can't see your chat, but hi. How you doing? And thank you to people who have been watching on Rumble. We really do appreciate it. We really do. And if you're not subscribed over there, go ahead and subscribe. I can see Ched Evans is trending. He's back playing football.
We just need cash. I know a lot of people want to send blankets or water. Just send your cash.
Do you remember Ched Evans? He was that footballer that got done for the RAPE. So Did he get his conviction overturned, or is it just all is forgiven and he's playing football now?
I don't know who you're meaning.
Well, I'm seeing him trending on Twitter, and it's like some people are tweeting here like convicted rapist Ched Evans, and because he's just scored a goal this evening apparently for Preston.
Right.
And people are saying we can't support this goal. We can't support this goal. We can't support it because it's Ched that's doing it, right? But if he is convicted and his conviction wasn't overturned, why is he playing football?
What did he do?
Well, rape.
Oh, okay.
But I
don't know. That's just I mean, you've lost me now, mate. I mean, you really fucking killed the conversation now. You started talking about football.
Yeah, well,
what's something that out of the three of us,
I'm talking about
nobody
trending.
knows anything about?
Well,
but you're talking about a footballer.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't even know who the guy is.
Right, so
Adam doesn't know him.
Okay, right, we'll move on then. We'll just move on.
I'm sorry. If you want to start talking about Formula 1 drivers, I'm your man, right? Fine. But footballers, no idea.
No, well, he did some very bad stuff and he was convicted of it.
Okay. Rich, spoilt guy does really bad things. you narrow it down.
Yeah. Adam,
Yes.
I'm going to send a link in the Twitter chat to you.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's
You
from-
realise you just fucking killed the show when you said this conversation's really free flowing.
This is a story from the New York Post.
The gift.
The gift that
The
keeps on
gift.
giving. This is something else.
Wow, yeah, that's a good one, Ben.
That is something else.
Do you know what? This is not uncommon.
No, I think you're right. You are actually right. Okay, but it's not something.
See,
It's not something that tweaks my fancy.
she's got a metal straw in there as well, so she's concerned about the environment.
Hold on a minute. Is she?
Well,
Is she?
it depends how much, that placenta has been processed, I suppose.
No. Forget the placenta. She's got a metal straw.
Yeah,
Why is she concerned about the environment?
because she's not using reusable plastic straws.
Do you know how much coke you need to make steel? Have you figured out what the carbon footprint of that straw will be? She doesn't have a fucking clue.
Well, do you know what?
And someone who liquidizes their placenta and drinks it expresses that idea phenomenally well. She doesn't have a fucking clue. She's a lunatic.
At
End
least
of
she's not
story.
using a paper straw like those McDonald's ones, because if you got stuck with a bit of placenta in the paper straw,
Yeah, right.
then you'd have to just
Whoa,
keep replacing it.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
I'm
Fuck
just
me.
blocking the porno user from the.
I did say it was a free speech chat, but I didn't mean that much free speech. Well, it's not even speech, is it? Porno.
The porno user has been blocked from the YouTube chat. I mean, that's
Jolly
how,
good.
how you know people. They come and find all of these live streams, don't they?
Oh, they're good. They're good. I mean, how do they do it? Do they have some kind of AI that does it?
I'm assuming it's a bot, right? I am assuming it's a bot and it's not an actual person because it's 3 times within the space of a minute there. But
What was it
Obviously,
advertising?
like placentas.
it
You
was
sure it wasn't Adam?
well, it
No,
was.
I'm here. I'm not,
It was called
no.
69XXX Fun. That was the name
Sounds
of the
good to
account.
me. Sounds like the kind of thing that might be clickable.
Tell him to send us a message after the show.
Yeah.
Hit me up. Just as long as you don't ask me to go to a hotel room in Qatar.
Oh no. You might end up needing a bit of Vaseline yourself there, John.
Stitches or even stitches. Oh, it doesn't bear thinking about.
No, it does not bear thinking about.
And anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, I'll refer you to this afternoon's show.
Yeah, please go
look
and watch
it
this
up.
afternoon show.
It's near the end. That's the only hint you're getting. And it's near the end in more ways than one.
Just going back to that story,
Oh, must we?
it appears that he makes ice cubes out of the
Oh,
placenta.
good God.
Well, who came up? Why did you think it was appropriate to bring up on the show?
It was basically to see your reaction, John.
Yeah, it's grossed me out. I'm not a fan.
I can see a market for this, though. I mean, you go into like
You
the vodka
can?
bar, into like Revolution or something, and they've got flavored vodkas up there. You could
Listen.
have placenta flavored vodka, couldn't you?
Listen. If New Zealand could sell and sell out, i.e., they sold all their stock
Yes.
of flavored horse semen shots.
They did.
Yeah, if they can do that, then I'm pretty sure that Adam could sell placentas. Placenta Slurpees on special.
So, according to, this is once again from the New York Post, according to an extraterrestrial expert, we are unprepared. Earth is unprepared for alien contact. Are we? Are we unprepared?
I think we're pretty much unprepared for anything, mate. I mean, just look at us. Everything's a fucking surprise. I mean, we're baffled. We're baffled about all these people dying, right?
Baffled.
We're baffled and astounded. We think that the economic disaster that we're currently in was caused either by Brexit, right? or
We just need.
oh no, sorry, not him. So it was either caused by Brexit. Go back, you bastard. Putin! Or Putin.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with the fact that we shut down our economy for 2 years. Nothing to do with that.
Oh no, nothing at all.
So I think pretty much, yeah, we're completely. I mean, we're unprepared. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I disagree. I think we are prepared for alien contact.
And how do you think we're prepared for alien contact?
I've seen Independence Day.
I think we should get these guys to talk to the aliens.
Oh, did you see this? I saw this earlier. They look like they're having so much fun.
Yeah, this is a bog. This is. I see, it's a bog.
Yeah.
Aye, they're at it. That doesn't even hurt. Fucking Irish wankers.
Look at them. Look at them.
I bet that's Ireland. It just looks like Ireland. That's damp. It's damp enough to be Ireland.
It does
look fun.
It does look fun. It does look.
It doesn't look fun. It looks fucking ridiculous.
If you've got nothing to do, that's fun.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Adam.
Wait, why would you have nothing to do? Because one, if you would only have nothing to do if you were an UBI and you're an extreme lefty lazy bastard.
Well, they've just stopped protesting on a road, and they've thought, right, I'll go and jump in a bog.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes your arguments are pretty poor.
Look, they need to just stop oil, all right? They need to just stop. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's true. It is true. These bastards are putting on a bus. Well, several buses.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, I know, but I
We've been
can't
talking
get.
about it
I
for 2
can't
days.
get over it.
Yeah, okay, but you've been talking about it for 2 days. So
And I
get over
can't
it.
get over it.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
So today's vegetable soup on Van Gogh's. They're still doing it. They're still doing it. Except for now they're doing it abroad. So they've put the soup on a Van Gogh in, I believe, Germany.
Wow.
So we act for the love of life, therefore for the love of art. In a future where we will struggle to find food for everyone, how can we think that art will still be protected? What the fuck are they talking about?
Well, if you don't have oil, you will struggle to find food for everyone because you won't be able to farm.
Well, exactly. We need oil to farm.
You know what would be quite interesting? It was if they adopted this kind of protest. While Just Stop Oil is going around apparently destroying art, let's recall the protest in Germany, where activists stood on blocks of melting ice with nooses around their necks. No talking required, simple visual metaphor, truthful, effective, austere, and utterly human.
Well, was it effective?
Well,
Did anyone die?
I am not going to advocate this type of protest. I'm not.
I don't think. There's a couple of things there that make me think this is just not an effective protest because one, the ice is too short for the amount of slack left in the rope.
and do you know what? I think somebody's replacing the ice blocks as well. Look at that one behind her there. It's half melted. So
Yeah, they're just keeping them topped up. They're just going to slide a fresh one in.
Yeah.
Apart from that, if you don't have a sudden drop, you don't break your neck. So it's a long, slow, very, very painful death.
that's
It
that
is?
ginger singer as well, isn't it?
Or Ed Sheeran.
That ginger
Yeah, it's Ed
Minger.
Sheeran.
Did you say that's that Ginger Minger?
Yeah, Ed Sheeran.
Where?
Standing on the block.
Ginger wig there.
No, that's not Ed Sheeran.
The young
It's
girl.
like him. Everybody. Well, let's face it. If you're ginger, you all look the same to me.
You fucking racist, John.
Yeah, I am. I'm totally racist against gingers.
Oh dear. But no, that is a very interesting type of protest. I do agree, Adam. But once again, as responsible people, we at Chasing Dissent cannot advocate something that may end up ending your life. Just saying. But Just Stop Oil, you are twats. I'm just having a look through their Twitter account. So Just Stop Oil 4 hours ago leaked ExxonMobil funded death cult. The policy exchange calls for authoritarian crackdown on students, vicars, and grandmothers. Ordinary folk fighting for humanity, for our rights and freedoms. Basically, Exxon-funded think tank are pissed off with Just Stop Oil.
You're boring me now. Anyone? What are they talking about in the hash now? The hash and the chat now. Anyone in the chat room an electrician?
Why'd you ask?
Because I want to ask an electrician something.
I think it could be a while before we get an answer.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I'm just asking the question. I'm not waiting on it. Bristol Pub's chunky cheese roll goes viral.
Why?
What's the problem?
Who needs a New York Post when we've got the BBC? With Bristol News, a pub in Bristol is making headlines after an image of its £1.50 cheese and onion roll went viral.
I mean, that's all right.
Yeah, it's a nice.
I would pay £1.50 for that.
I would, yeah. Well, without the onion, but that's a nice slab of cheese.
What's wrong with onion? Are you onionist?
Yes.
Why?
Because I fucking hate it.
Do you really? Do you like apples?
No.
Fuck you. You're fucking being twisted now. Because you know what was coming next.
I mean, I didn't, but...
Do you like apples?
No.
Fuck off. I can't believe that. I can't believe you don't like apples, because there's more sugar in an apple than there is in a fucking can of Coke.
Don't like apples.
Yeah, you're a liar.
Don't like bananas. Don't like strawberries.
You're just a fucking veg and fruitist.
Yes. I literally eat meat, John.
Carnivore. And potatoes. You eat potatoes.
I do like a potato.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
How do you say potato in Irish?
Potatoes.
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 Potatoes. That's a potatoes.
Potatoes.
You need your potato. No, I've lost it again.
In fact, I've got some lovely bell potatoes to bake tomorrow, because we've got some people coming over. I'm going to set grandmother's fireworks off.
Nice.
And so I'm going to do some nice jacket potatoes, and some burgers.
Please tell me that's not a euphemism.
No, she bought us some fireworks, and we're going to set the fireworks.
Okay. Yeah. Thank fuck.
Speaking of grandmother's fireworks,
right?
Did you have one of these, John?
One of what?
What are these? This is from one of my favourite Twitter.
What, a lady in a
users.
bikini?
Oh, a bird with a look at top.
This is the Commodore blog.
Right.
Well, what kind of Commodore is that?
That is a really old Commodore.
I don't think people are looking at the Commodore when looking at this picture, John.
I can't see
Adam.
a Commodore.
Well, this chap's got his
Is
hand
he a
round her neck.
Commodore? He looks more like a lieutenant. Fucking show us something else, Adam. For fuck's sake, perv.
He was being a perv on purpose there.
Oh,
cheese rolls.
Cheese rolls weren't good enough for you.
No,
cheese baps looked fucking fantastic, didn't they? Fantastic baps. What's a bap anyway? A roll?
Yeah.
See, where do you come from if you call a roll a bap?
I'm not really sure. I mean, we got baps in the supermarket here.
I mean, you call fucking horses rolls down where you come from. You call a cob. I mean, a cob to me is a horse. It's a type of horse.
We
and
don't
you
call
talk
them
about
cobs.
Could
rolls.
you say maybe?
Oh no, maybe it's
Maybe.
What's his name? Bobbag there with
Maybe.
the fucking teeth-owl head.
Oh. No, because we certainly don't call them cobs down here.
Oh, it's Adam. You call them cobs up there, don't you?
We
you
do,
call rolls
yeah.
cobs.
Bam cakes.
What the fuck's a bam cake?
You've never had a bam cake.
Yeah, I've punched quite a few of them, but it's not something I would eat. A bam. You're a bam.
Do you know what?
A bam pot.
Militant
What?
Mushroom says well-fired morning rolls rule, right? Now, I seen my first ever well-fired morning rolls on Twitter the other day, and it was literally just fucking burnt rolls.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. So there's a difference between well-fired and burnt. Right. And there's a difference between well-fired and crusty. And then there's a difference between crusty and soft, obviously. I personally, if I was going for a morning roll, crusty. I prefer the crusty. Crusty. I'm an old crusty lover.
Yeah, I do love a crusty roll. I'm a good.
But well-fired, not so much. No.
Well, I saw a picture of them being sold in co-op, and they were just black.
Yeah, they are burnt. Yeah, well-fired means we put them in too hot a temperature and we burnt them, but we're going to sell them to you anyway and just call them well-fired. That's all it means. It means we're not throwing these fuckers out because they're burnt. We're just going to sell them.
We'll call them well-fired and put a premium price on them. That's what we'll do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, people are so gullible.
Mm-hmm. Do you know in France, in the supermarkets, they don't take the fucking out-of-date stuff off the shelves. They just leave it there.
I do like,
So you've got, no, they don't price it down. They just fucking leave it there. You've got to check everything because the bastards leave fucking out-of-date stuff on the shelves.
To be fair,
if you don't check it, and this is quite good because it's taught my wife to start fucking looking at dates for a change, right?
Okay.
Because if you don't look at the dates, you take it home and you open it and it's fucking off. And if you try taking anything back to our French supermarket, you will know what customer service is not.
Yeah, there's no such thing as customer service in France.
It won't matter what you do. You try and take something back in France.
Yeah, just go, no.
I can't help you. They'll say it in French, I can't help you. Because when they sold it to you, they would speak perfect English.
Oh, yeah.
But when you go to take it back, it's like, no.
No, monsieur.
Je ne sais pas.
No. And you're right. It's fuck all customer service in France. But I've been on a couple of holidays to France where I've had an apartment and therefore should cook for myself. I've had a kitchen and the like, and then I go in Auchan and I look at the meat section and I go, I'm going to Subway. It's as simple as that.
I think French butchers are trained using an axe. They don't know what a knife is. They get an axe, a hand axe, right? They hit it off metal a few times to blunt it, and then they will hack a cow apart with it. Okay?
I mean, I will say
what they then do with that cow is they package it up and present it for sale. And you look at it and you go, what the fuck kind of cut of meat is that?
Yeah, the amount of times a few times I've been able to afford a steak. Not buying and cooking myself, but going out for a steak. And the steak comes, and the steak is usually like, one end of it is paper thin, and then the other end of it is like that fucking fat. And you're like, who's cut this?
You're using an axe.
Who has cut this?
It's hard to get a consistent slice using an axe. Especially a blunt axe. I mean, see this whole French cuisine stuff?
Yeah.
That's a fucking myth.
Yeah,
it just doesn't exist.
I'll tell you what else is a fucking myth. Paris being a beautiful city. I've been there. I've been there.
Paris can be okay, but it does have its seedy side as well. But
it smells like
London. London
it smells like a toilet, John.
Yeah, well, it does, yeah, but I mean that's because you have outdoor pissoirs and things like that. But London smells like a toilet as well. But
in
London
some places
can be a beautiful
it does,
city as well. But it has its seedy side. So I mean, the problem is any cosmopolitan city is just a cosmopolitan city, and it's not representative of the country you're in. Because I would say London is not representative of England, right? Mm-hmm. Other than the fact it's got all those old buildings and things. Paris is not representative of France, because France is generally rural, right? So you don't see France until you spend time in rural France, and boy, did I spend time in rural France.
Do you know what? Rural France
I
is so
love
beautiful.
France.
It's so
I love
beautiful.
France.
It
It's
is.
a gorgeous country. And the people are really, really nice, and they'll do anything to help you out. But they're still French. And you have to accept that because that's their culture. I mean, French still do weird things. Like, I was driving along one of these fucking single track roads and there's this car pulled off at the side of the road and the people are out the back.
Yeah.
So we pulled over and goes, do you need a hand? And they're going, no. Picnic? They just fucking pull over and have a picnic anywhere. It's lunchtime, it's picnic time, right? So they just pull off the road and have a picnic. And you'll be driving down the road and it's 12 o'clock and you'll turn a corner and there's two workies, right?
Right.
Have pulled off the road, right? In their works van, and they've got their picnic table and their fold-up chairs out, and they've got their picnic set up on the fucking at the side of the road with their sandwiches or their baguettes and their cheese and their meats and their bottle of wine. That's France. After 2 o'clock, everybody's pissed. No, seriously. After 2 o'clock, everybody is pissed.
Except for in Paris.
So everybody goes out in the morning to do your shopping and stuff, and you do everything you can in the morning because after 2 o'clock, everybody's pissed. If you go out on the roads after 2 o'clock, you're taking your fucking life in your hands. Yeah. You really are.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And between 12 and 2, you can't do shopping
you know
because
what?
all the shops are shut.
I can attest to this because every time I drive on a French motorway after 5 p.m, most of the cars don't know what a lane is.
Well, to be fair, after 5 p.m, after 5 p.m. on a French motorway, most of the cars disappear and there's nothing left but lorries.
Yeah, that's also true. But then again,
that's true.
If you are on a French motorway near Calais at about anywhere between
that doesn't count
10 a.m. and
too
midday.
Many English people.
I was going to say all of the cars on the road are English.
Yeah, there are too many English people when you get near the
They
ports.
don't know how to drive in France. and so you're going,
They do not.
Come on, for fuck's sake. I mean, I do know how to drive in France, and obviously so do you, John. But
there are two methods of driving. One is the French method of driving, which you just drive fast.
Yeah,
right?
I'm good at that.
And then there's the Italian method of driving.
Right.
Which is you drive really fast and tear off your rear view mirror and throw it away.
But no,
the Italians are fucking nutters.
We had to actually. I didn't tell you this, but when we were
actually, and then there's the third method of driving in which you are Swiss, and if you imagine a nation that think they're driving Audis, right? No matter what they're driving, they think they're driving an Audi because every one of them without exception, see if they've got that Swiss fucking shield on their number plate, they're cunts. They are utter fucking cunts. And don't give them any thrift and do not fucking tangle with them because you will come off washed. Seriously. The Swiss are the world's worst drivers.
See, when we were driving over, when we took the kids on holiday it wasn't last month now, it was a month before. When we took the kids on holiday, we stopped at a service station. This was just before all of the fuel ran out, right? Or didn't run out, or basically before the tanker drivers went on strike.
Yeah.
We stopped at a service station.
Talk into the mic, big boy.
And there was an English couple with their kids at this service station, and my wife got talking to them, and they were like, we don't know what to do. We don't know how to drive. We don't know how to drive on these French roads. We're going to Disney as well. And I went, keep up, follow us, drive fast. And that was it.
You know what you should have done? You should have walked over to the side of the road, picked up a brick and given the guy it and said, put that on the accelerator.
Yeah.
And just dab the brake occasionally.
And the thing is, it was a Sunday morning, so apart from the queues for the service stations when people wanted to, get all their fuel, the roads were fucking desolate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because all the French are in church on Sunday morning.
Yeah. The roads were desolate. It was glorious. We were just 130 kilometers an hour, so says the speedo, or the selective editing if we were to film it, but 130
No,
kilometers.
that's the speed on most of the motorways.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying we definitely only did 130 kilometers an hour. That's all I'm saying. Big empty rows. But lovely, flying along. The lanes are slightly wider in France than they are in the UK, so you can.
That's because you've got to accommodate the after lunch sway.
And still they can't. Still they can't hold a lane.
No, they can't. They can't fucking hold the lane. See, the French read cornflakes packets and then think, oh, I'll apply that to the road.
I tell you what.
Tear down dotted line.
They've gone back to letting the Brits buy duty-free fags again, finally.
Well, you would have to, wouldn't you? Because it's customs now.
Yeah, which was really good. So the wife got her tobacco, and it cost us a hell of a lot less than if we were to buy it here. So that was all good. But the other thing I did see in the duty-free was they were selling 2-litre bottles of the famous grouse in a gift pack for €24. 2 litres of whiskey for €24. I think
Bargain.
if they've still got that on the way back next time I drive over, I might have to
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Could you not buy something decent like rum or
I mean, I could, but
vodka or something?
I could, but I'm not sure it's going to be that cheap.
Do you drink whiskey?
I don't know is the answer because I don't drink.
Have you tried drinking whiskey ever?
Not for many years.
It's foul. It really is foul.
Okay. I will take your word.
I just don't like whiskey, and I'm Scottish.
It's common up there, though, John. That's why you don't like it.
No, it's not because it's common. It's because I just don't like whiskey. I mean, most Scottish people actually do drink whiskey, and I don't have a fucking clue why. But then again, most Scottish people like Nicola Sturgeon, and I don't have a fucking clue why.
No, I don't have a clue why either. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Although I would say the support for her has tailed off recently.
Yeah, but then again, if you vote for Nicola Sturgeon, you vote for Keir Starmer, you vote for Rishi Sunak, you vote for whoever the fuck is in charge of the Liberal Democrats now, you are a turkey voting for Christmas.
Yeah, you are. You
are. You just...
What the fuck are you showing us, Adam?
Yeah, what are you showing us?
This is Zelensky being interviewed by David Letterman.
No, hold on a minute. Hold on. Is this a deep fake or something?
No, this is in the subway in Kiev.
Hold on a minute.
They've turned it into a studio, and he's being interviewed
His
by David
feet don't
Letterman.
reach the ground. His feet barely reach the fucking ground. How short is this cunt?
Maybe his trousers are just really long.
That's not fucking. That's not Ukraine. That looks like Scotland's underground.
They've got blue lighting on the stairs as well. That's quite fancy, isn't it?
It's obviously a country at war.
Isn't that where U2 played a gig?
Is that not a fucking? Is that not a green screen behind them?
No, I think that is real. I think that is where Bono and The Edge showed up with their acoustic guitars and started singing songs.
Let me see if I can find that picture.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck
please do.
This is why is David? I thought David Letterman had retired.
Well, no, any excuse to virtue signal, John.
Or dead or something.
Come on now.
Is he still alive? Yeah.
Well, clearly, because there he is in Kiev subway.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There we
That's
go.
obviously a country at fucking war.
No, I'm falling into that trap there. I'm calling it Kiev.
Kiev. No, Kiev.
It is that subway.
Yeah,
It's the same place.
it is.
It's
It's
the
obviously
same
regularly
fucking
used.
place.
Subway, it's a television studio. It's not a subway.
No, because there was a train that went past, right?
No, you saw a train go by. That doesn't mean a train went past.
Hold on.
It's
Did you
a
notice-
TV studio. Did you see Zelensky, Letterman, and the train in the same shot?
Yes.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
There it is.
Look again. Look at the shot that Adam showed us first. You don't see Letterman, Zelensky, and the train in the same shot.
Right, go on in, show us.
There they are chatting away. And then it pans over.
Yes,
There's a bit there was a
panned,
cut there as well.
It was a cut because it panned. That's a classic cut. It pans through a pillar. Yeah, there you go. That's where you make your cut, in the pillar. Because you can't see the cut. Hidden cut. That's a TV studio. They're not there. Fucking assholes.
Well,
You're dealing with professionals here, Zelensky. They're in a fucking TV studio. Fucking arseholes.
listen now, there. We are fighting for life here in Ukraine.
Yeah, you're fighting for your life, all right. You fucking money-grabbing bastard.
I mean, I don't know.
What don't you know, Ben? Tell me what you don't know.
I don't know any. They keep saying, you know, believe half of what you see and believe nothing you see and half of what you hear. But I say believe nothing that you hear and half of what you see. I don't even think you can believe half of what you see these days.
Not anymore.
No,
well, that's a classic cut point. And Adam picked up on it as well straight away.
Yeah,
you'd agree, Adam. That if you're going to make an edit, that's where you do it, right? In
so
the
this is
pan.
Netflix that have done this.
Netflix. Yep.
Yeah, that's a cut. They're not there. They're in a studio.
So, but like I said, this is pretty much the same place that Bono and The Edge and all of those.
They weren't there either. They were in the studio.
I just don't understand if this is such a hotbed of war, why Boris Johnson would walk around without a flak jacket on, why Angelina Jolie would go there, why Ben fucking Stiller would turn up, why Bono and The Edge are going there. Doesn't make any...
Have you seen the movie Wag the Dog?
I've not seen it, but I know of it.
Right, that's it then. We are going to watch Wag the Dog.
Okay, we will watch it. Should we watch it Sunday night?
Yeah, let's do that. We will watch Wag the Dog, and you will love it. It's an old movie, but you'll love it.
Right, we will watch it, and then we will review it on the second channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll review it. And if you're not subscribed to the second channel, it's 100 Acre Swamp.
Talk into the mic, mate.
It's 100 Acre Swamp. Doesn't make any difference to them wherever I am, because my sound settings, I could be all the way over here. It sounds pretty much exactly the same as if I'm here.
Yeah, but I can't hear you.
Okay.
Right, so that's my choice. Wag the Dog. That's my
you
first
weren't
choice.
supposed to have told us, but
Oh well, we'll watch Wag the Dog.
yeah, I mean,
It's fine. I think I've got it, so you'll be all right because it's really hard to come by. Can't buy it anymore.
Well, of course not,
Can't
because
download it.
people might turn around and go, "Wait a fucking minute."
Hold on a minute. This might be an Oscar-nominated film, but we can't have people watching this because it gives away our secrets.
Oh!
Did you go all werewolf there?
Yeah,
Half werewolf or full werewolf?
it doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Wagging the dog, baby.
Wag the Dog.
Wagging the fucking dog. See, I do like this evening show. It's
Yeah, I do too.
I do.
I did some research.
Oh,
And this is something I could never bring out in the afternoon shows. I did some research into the manual when it came to the stuff about the gays, right?
yeah.
And that's how I know so much. And boy, oh boy, that's a rabbit hole and a half. And I'm not going to go into it in great depth, right? Because you start going down that rabbit hole, and wow, see the amount of stuff that they can. The mental let's just say the mental gymnastics involved are incredible.
Just
right?
like leftism.
Yeah, but it's even better than that because they really got an out for everything. See, if you're a man, you're bomb-proof. You can basically do anything you want. For instance, do you remember I told you about the guy who had that did the assassination attempt on the Saudi prince?
Yes.
Remember? And he shoved a grenade up his bottom.
Yes.
Because that was jihad, right?
Right.
he was allowed and had to be sodomized repeatedly so that it could make his rectum big enough for him to get the grenade up. And the people that were doing the sodomizing were allowed to do it because it was jihad, and that takes precedence over everything.
Wow.
Now, when you have a manual, right, that gives you this kind of out when it comes to doing anything you fucking like, you're bomb-proof. Well, you're not bomb-proof, obviously, but you know what I mean. You can get away with fucking anything. It's unbelievable.
So
Do you want to hear what ISIS do?
Yes, go on then.
Oh, this isn't the marrying thing, is it?
According to ISIS' radical interpretation of Islam, gays should be thrown from a high building, then stoned if they're not dead when they hit the ground.
Yeah.
The group bases this gruesome punishment on one account in which the Prophet Muhammad reportedly said gays should be thrown from a tremendous height and then stoned.
Right.
That's all we need to say, isn't it, really?
Well, yeah, okay. I'm glad you didn't go into their initiation rituals, which involved marrying them by the leader multiple times. So he would marry each of the recruits multiple times.
Right. Okay.
And from marrying, take what you will. But if you are going to go and get married, take Vaseline.
Listen.
Go on.
We live in, and this is true. We live in one of the most tolerant societies on earth. We absolutely do, and I use that tolerant buzzword on purpose because, quite frankly, I don't give, and do you know what? I don't know anyone who does give two shits what you fucking do.
No, but this isn't to do with what people want to do. This is what people are getting done to them under different terms. Under the terms of religion, under the terms of jihad, under the terms of fighting the oppressor and all this. This is what people are getting done to them by their own people. Right? And then getting sent out to attack others.
So
that's what gets me.
What you're saying is there's a lot of hypocrisy.
Oh, fucking hell. Hypocrisy with a capital H. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how good old Salman Rushdie's doing now.
How is Salman Rushdie? Is he still alive? Yeah,
I think he's still alive. Yeah.
He was. It was life-changing injuries, though.
Yeah, it was life-changing injuries.
I mean, see, there you go. I mean, Salman Rushdie, right? Hearty words.
Mm-hmm.
Right? David Icke, hearty words. Julian Assange, hearty words. What's the difference?
Nothing.
Really? No, nothing.
So, the Paul Pelosi story appears to have changed again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Nicely done, Ben.
This has got more legs than an octopus, and one of the octopus's legs is its penis if it's a male.
Let me read you
Which it rips off and throws to the woman and says, "Here, do what you want with it. I'll grow a new one."
So now it transpires.
Did you know that? Did you know that?
Yes, I did, but
did you know that, Adam?
No.
That's how an octopus procreates. It rips its penis off, throws it at its female, and says, "Here, do what you like. I'm off to grow a new penis."
Fair enough.
Now, wouldn't that be quite useful for you?
No. No.
Right.
Anyway, so now, because it was being alleged that someone opened the door for the police, right? So now it's being alleged that it was Paul Pelosi that opened the door for the police. Did not.
Why would we think it wasn't Paul Pelosi?
Because it was alleged, right? So originally they were in their underwear, and then they weren't in their underwear, right?
Yeah.
Then there
I
was
remember that.
So
Yeah.
then there was someone that opened the door for the police that wasn't Paul Pelosi. Now it is Paul Pelosi opened the door for the cops, did not flee or declare emergency, walked back over to the attacker in the house, then was attacked.
Oh, in front of the police?
Yeah.
While in his underwear?
Yeah.
When did he divest himself of his clothing?
Well, no, to be fair, Paul Pelosi would be in his underwear. It's 2:00 in the fucking morning, right? You sleeping. Most people sleep in their underwear, right? Or completely butt fuck naked.
Okay, yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Right. So, but it was also alleged that Dave, I think his name is, the attacker, was in his underwear.
Dave.
But
Did you say Dave?
I think his name was Dave. Right. But it was originally alleged that he was in his underwear. Now they're saying he wasn't in his underwear.
Right, so now we have Paul in his underwear.
Now we have Paul in his underwear.
And the attacker not in his underwear.
Yeah. But Paul opened the door, let the cops in, walked back over to the attacker, did not flee or declare emergency, and then was attacked.
Was struck with the hammer.
Yeah.
Do you think it was something to do with IKEA? Do you think he was trying to put together a flat pack piece of furniture? He got his mate over to help him.
No, we're not allowed to question this so much, right?
You know
But
what?
I don't understand.
I hate to bring this up at this point of the evening, but you're gonna have to up your game, Adam.
Well, maybe they were trying to install Starlink.
No, it's
and they
not
got their hammers
IKEA.
out,
Right.
and they were banging a
Banging away. They were banging away with hammers.
Maybe.
Yeah, this story is
It's just
You know what? Adam's version of events is far more convincing to me than the official fucking narrative.
Did someone not say at one point that it was a bit of DIY? Hold on. The jokes are too fucking easy, aren't they? It's just like, I mean, right, there's no way. There's no way this guy got in. I mean, this is Pelosi's house. Mm-hmm. There's no way you got in unless you were invited in, right? This is Nancy Pelosi, third in line.
Yeah.
Third in line to be president.
Yep.
Well, sorry, second in line to be president because she's after Kamala, right? So Kamala's first in line. If Biden died tonight, Kamala would be president.
Yeah.
If Kamala and Biden died in some god unforeseen accident, Nancy Pelosi would be president.
Imagine
I can't
that.
fucking say those words.
Imagine
That's like,
that.
How can you say that?
You can imagine this is a glass of whiskey, right?
What?
I'm Nancy, and
how the fuck is you? Can you imagine? Wait, what time is it now in America? I mean, it's going to be past 4 o'clock, so she's going to be slaughtered. Right, so imagine if there was a tragic accident and fucking the vice president and the president were taken out, and they turned up at her door and goes, Nancy, we're going to swear you in. Do you think she'd be able to enunciate it?
Listen.
Sorry, enunciate it.
I've got a breaking announcement to make. I have been drinking from a glass all night with Nancy Pelosi on it.
Wow.
Nice.
Looks like Cruella de Vil.
It fucking is Cruella de Vil.
Oh, right, okay, right, sorry.
Well, no, it's not.
So let me read this. Can I read this to you?
You can.
David the Pap forced his way into the home through Paul's back entrance. Scott said. Officers arrived at the house. They knocked on the front door and were led inside by an unknown person.
Which they're now saying
hold on a
is
minute.
Paul.
Hold on a minute.
Little dwarf.
No, an unknown person is not Paul Pelosi.
They're now saying it is Paul. So this is old.
Right, but but I'm reading what I'm reading is if they were led in by an unknown person, which is probably true at that point, we're talking fucking orgy going on here, not a swinging session. This is a full blown orgy. So they were led inside by an unknown person. they discovered DePape and Pelosi struggling for a hammer. Now, the pertinent question that needs to be answered at this point, were they struggling for the shaft or the head?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's important.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And after they instructed them to drop the weapon... Hold on, when did a hammer become a weapon? A hammer's only a weapon if used as a weapon, right? If they're struggling for the hammer, who knows what their intention was? They may have wished to bash in an errant nail. Is that not the case?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Yeah. So they're making assumptions here that one cannot verify. Okay?
Yeah.
Scott said, who's Scott, by the way? Anyway, Scott said DePape took the hammer and violently attacked. Now, so this is the point, this is the crux of the matter. He took the hammer and violently attacked Pelosi. So he used the hammer as a weapon.
Yeah.
That's the point it became a weapon, not when they were struggling for it, right? Words matter, people. Words matter, right? Now, how did he violently attack Pelosi?
Well, that story from Politico was yesterday, I believe. Was it yesterday? Or
Yeah,
no, that was October 29th.
The second.
Oh, it was. Yeah, longer
So
than that.
today's story, I will reiterate, today's version of events, as of the mainstream media in the United States, is that Paul Pelosi is the one that opened the door. He didn't run outside. He didn't flee. Then instead he walked back to the what Clay Travis here is calling a hippie
which
nudist.
shows that he had no fear and was not in fear or danger of his life at that point. So why did he phone the police in the first place?
I don't know.
Right, so I don't understand this because the confusion is extreme at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he phoned the police. Why? Why did he phone the police?
None of it makes any sense, does it?
No, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's like, I've been to some pretty fucked up situations in my time, right?
Oh, me too.
But this one doesn't make any fucking sense. I can't figure this one out.
The New York Post don't have to add anything to this story.
Mm-hmm.
They've just kept it as it is.
Yeah.
Paul Pelosi didn't indicate emergency to cops. Now, I mean, this whole broken glass thing, the glass is on the outside and people can fucking say anything they like. I have been to numerous fucking break-ins and numerous people throwing things out of windows. If you throw something from inside the house, the glass goes outside. If you try and break into the house, the glass goes inside. Predominantly, right? You don't get a big, huge amount of glass on the outside if you're trying to break in. That's not how this works, people.
Well, actually...
Oh, no, don't give me actually. That's not how it works.
There are certain types of glass that have got multiple layers, and if you smack them, the glass will fall outwards and won't create a hole, won't shatter. But
Well, you're talking laminated glass?
Yes.
Which isn't used in domestic settings.
Well, it depends.
Well, what does it depend on?
Well, it depends on the domestic
It depends
setting.
if it's a domestic setting or not.
Here.
Yeah, okay.
Let me read you a tweet about the layoffs, right? This is
About the what?
about the Twitter layoffs, because this has just struck my.
Wait a minute, right? I'm going to take a comfort break, and I think I've done well because that's nearly 2 hours
I think you've done very well.
for an old guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ, as Mr. Slave there would say. Oh, you've got to get that off my screen. That's too funny. But I want to read you this tweet. It's from a man named Rashad Robinson. He says, Elon Musk fired the entire team that identified that the Twitter algorithm amplifies right-wing voices over others. Not the first time we have seen staff particularly black employees, punished for flagging how their company's products enable and amplify racism. You a little bit confused as well, Adam?
Completely.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
No.
What? What are they talking about? You've got
I have
it.
no idea.
You've got it. You've got it there from somebody else as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what's in the screenshot there?
In 6 out of 7 countries, all but Germany, tweets posted by accounts on the political right receive more algorithmic amplification than the political left when studied as a group. It must be related to specific political posts, but specifically in countries that aren't Germany.
Yeah, but
which is a bit odd. I mean, all right, sometimes we do see right-wing media on there.
Listen,
we do see some stories about, whatever the right wing covers, but we see a lot of left stories as well. So it's a difficult one.
Benjamin Netanyahu is going to be Prime Minister of Israel again. That's something else. What's? Hold on. I'm having a look.
It's back.
Hello. How you doing?
What's happening?
Diane Abbott's trending again.
What's she done now? Oh, don't tell me she's apologised because it's too fucking late, Diane.
No, it's just people are picking up once again on what she has done by the looks of it.
Well, she's an idiot. A grade A idiot.
Yeah, she is a bloody idiot. And I reiterate what I said on this afternoon's show. The Labour Party, if you have not removed her by now, you are making a mistake.
Well, this afternoon I said, Keith, you have seconds to act on this.
Yeah.
And I said seconds because it's too late now. You're complicit. You've effectively approved what she said.
I mean,
so surely the Labour... I mean, what is it with political parties these days? Do they want to... Are they on some kind of race to the bottom? We're going to be the worst so as we don't get elected. Is that what they're trying to do? Because it's what it seems to be.
Also, I know probably nobody is getting banned for anything on Twitter today, by the way, right?
Yeah, okay.
Because everybody's locked out of enforcement.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah.
But this happened yesterday. And if you or I had tweeted that...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Diane Abbott's fucking bomb-proof, isn't she? Or she was. But anyway, right.
Shall we start wrapping this up?
Do you want to?
I think it could be about time. We've been going for an hour and 50 minutes. It's been lovely.
Oh, let's go for another hour.
You want to go for another hour?
Oh, you went for another hour last night. Oh my God, I've let a secret slip. No.
Have you got another hour's worth of conversation in you, John?
I could go all night, mate.
And on that note, if you would like to come and join me tomorrow afternoon, Adam, if you want to join me, John, if you want to join me as well tomorrow afternoon, I might play some Fortnite over on the other channel.
Are you? You can
like
play Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite in the afternoon.
Yeah, probably about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Just kick back and play some Fortnite over on the other channel, which is 100, the number 100 Acre Swamp.
1 o'clock on a Saturday's not a great time for me, but...
Well, you can join us. It's up to you. Honestly, it's entirely up to you.
Well, it depends what I'm up to.
Okay. And Adam, whether or not you're about.
Okay.
I'm judging by your illness, you're probably not going anywhere tomorrow.
He seems actually better now than he did when we started.
I've had lots of coffee, so
and he's been having conversation with us, and that just makes things better.
Yeah, of course.
The healing power.
The healing power of chasing Dissent.
Yeah, of course. And we will be back here on this channel officially Monday at 2 p.m. Isn't that right, John?
That's correct, Ben.
Yeah.
Again, I find it hard to reason with you. Well, no, I don't find it hard to reason with you. I find it hard to disagree with you. Sorry. Why are you showing us Elf?
The new Asda advert.
Is that Will Ferrell?
Yeah,
It is.
They've clipped Elf.
They just rotoscoped Elf.
They've stolen it, yeah.
Oh dear, oh dear. So they must have paid a fortune for that.
Well, yeah, because I was in Asda earlier on, actually. I was in Asda earlier on today, and they had a big fucking full-size Buddy the Elf cardboard cutout that you could stick your face in.
And you
That's why
wondered why.
What?
You wondered why.
I did wonder why. Now I do know why.
Now you know. It's all about Elf. I do like Elf. It's a great Christmas movie.
It is a great Christmas movie.
I think come near Christmas we might watch Elf.
I think we should have an Elf watch party over on the other channel.
Oh yeah. We're going to do Wag the Dog first though.
Yeah, but the watch party being anyone can come and join us.
No, not anyone. You can come and join us if you're a subscriber to Chasing Dissent Live, and that means you need to support us on patreon.com or ko-fi.com/Chasing Dissent.
What he said, and we would definitely appreciate some donations. And if you've not joined us over on the Discord already, that is where these sorts of things are going to happen now.
Watch party.
Hey,
watch parties would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
with people other than just us.
We could invite some people through the Discord. Yep. As long as they are supporting us, then we can watch movies together.
I think we could. I think you know what? I'll put it out there. I'll think Izzy, if you're out there listening to us or watching it back, you're gonna get an invite to a watch party at some point.
Better join the Discord.
Yep. Join the Discord.
And
sign up. Go to Discord. Search for Chasing Dissent.
And with that, I would like to thank everybody for joining us for this 4th edition of Chasing Dissent All In, with myself, the markedly sober Ben, with John, the not so sober one, and with Adam, the very, very ill with COVID one. So,
Yep.
With that, it has been a pleasure for you. Good night.
It has indeed, and I think you're thankful.
Good night.
Bye.
That's all we've got time for this evening, so it's good night from me, and it's good night from him. Good night. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Mama. Good night, Daddy.
Stop playing with my bust!
Good night, everybody.
Good night, children. Good night, Daddy.
You're a what?
A pianist!
Mwah! Good night, everybody.
You have been a delightful audience. So, good night. Thank you.
Oh, my bottom hurts. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, John Boy. Good night, Jim Bob.
Oh, I did love that hamster so. I took it into bed with me every night, you know.
Good night, everybody.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have to go now. I've been standing here for a very long time. I think the end of the show must have come and gone.
There you go. That's our solar system. You forgot Uranus. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for listening. You've been very nice to work to.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Good night, Jim Bob.